Okay, does everyone have After Effects up?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, well, you'll be able to catch up easily. I'll help you. I'll help you. Okay, so I'm going to start a new composition. It'd be easiest if everyone did the same. Oh, wait.
Did you get it from Bob?
What the heck?
Are you doing a new project or new composition?
Oh, you're right.
Sorry, bro.
Thank you. Okay. Dang it. Okay, I'm also making mine shorter. Duration is really long.
Yeah, I should have adjusted that earlier. But then I'm just like, man.
Okay, so does everyone have a new composition? I don't want to leave you behind.
No.
Why is it still so long? Is it like, it's not. Okay, it's not.
It's frame, right?
It's 10 seconds.
Yeah,
right?
it's frame instead of
Okay,
it's a kind of
so it's still like 10
Right.
seconds, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me know if everybody has a new composition. Well, I'm waiting for Jacob.
Yeah, After Effects is still open. just go on, it'll be fun.
Okay, so we're going to make another text. So you can just click anywhere. Oop. Okay. So I'm going to show you all how to enable per character 3D. And so you're going to want to, everybody got a text? I don't want to leave anybody behind. Okay, so you're going to bring down your text menu.
Still waiting for us.
Jacob, you'll be able to jump onto the next one. Okay, so bring down your text menu in your composition window down here. Bring down your text arrow, and then go in the same thing where it says animate. You're going to click that arrow, and you're going to click enable per character 3D. And now this allows you to do some cool things with your effects. If your effect window isn't up, bring that up, your effect and presets. You can go to animation presets. Effect window up. Go to window, effects and presets, and then go over there and go to animation presets. Bring that arrow down. And then you're going to go to text, 3D text. And you can use any of these, and here's an example, but just, I'm going to click and drag the first one. Maybe, if my mouse will let me. Okay. I'm going to throw that on there. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Why'd everything disappear? I don't know, we'll give it a go. But, I think it's because it's cascading, but, okay, so, yeah. Do what? You can click it, I drag it and throw it on there. Drag it onto your 3D character or your text. And then that's how you can do, this is the cascading that he did, but it was just a preset. So this is your per character 3Ds. And there's just a few things that you can do with that. There's a whole bunch of presets in there, so you can just play with any of those. And what it means by 3D text is, well,
Hey, Andrew?
yes.
I got to the per character 3D. How did you do the cascading tab? Was it the same thing I did?
Go to your effects and presets window. Bring down your animation presets. Bring down your text, and then go to 3D text. And Cascade is the very first one under 3D text. Yeah, there's a preset for it.
You heard it.
Okay, so
I like this. This is cool.
what it means by the 3D is that if you go to, do y'all see my mouse over here? You see where it says, your thing should say active camera. You can go to custom view 1. Does everybody see what I'm doing here? Or are we all behind? Where we at? Okay, you see this little thing right here where it shows active camera? It should say active camera for you. Go to custom view 1. And it should mess with your text a little bit. And then you can press C to cycle through your different cameras. But go to the one that's like a little dot and an arrow going around it so you see the orbit.
Okay.
And you can actually move your text in 3D.
Oh, it's so cool. Yeah. How is it gonna save that?
And I'll add this just so y'all can see, but you don't really need to. I'm gonna add a solid so that you can, well, where's the solid?
Yeah, probably make the background like a white so everyone the contrast is not crazy.
How do I do that now?
Just go to the composition.
Effects, presets, text, 3D text, and then the second one is, no, the first one is.
Oh, I didn't see that.
What's the point of
Okay.
having a different camera view?
It's just so you can orbit around your words, and you can, that's how you can start it in a different position or end it in a different position.
How do you do it though? Like at the page?
Just clicking and dragging like this, and then you just click on your position clock,
Oh, position block.
and then you can move it and then do the same.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to add rotation to each one of them. So if you would, click on your animator 1 and just go ahead and delete that so we start back at square one with your text. So here we are with 3D characters in the middle, and you're going to go to your animation and your effects and presets window again. Let me see where it's at. 1 second. You're going to go to, one moment. I'm not seeing rotation. Okay, you're going to click on text, and then you're going to click on rotation. Bring down that window. And you can pick any one of those again. I'm going to click full rotation and just add it to your text there. And now you're going to have animator 1 again. You can see that. But you basically what it does is per character rotates. So this one doesn't have an X and Y, this rotation, but some of them allow you to move your text to where it actually go backwards on the Z axis, but this one rotation doesn't. Let me see if I can find one that does. I think Loopy Loop does.
So there are so many presets actually you can explore without.
Yeah, you just keep
Right?
doing it.
Yeah,
You can just keep
yeah.
clicking them, yeah.
And don't worry about everything else.
I was just trying to see if there was a Z axis, but there's not. Yeah, you hit C. Well, first you have to change your camera view. I don't know if you've done that already, but it's this box right here. It was on active camera. Just go to custom view 1.
Okay.
And then you press C to cycle through your different cameras. And
Crazy.
Let's see.
and see this one allows you to move it this way and through the Z axis as well, like back in space.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Is everybody up to speed?
Can you make these slower and faster? Like the presets?
Move slower and faster. You should be able to. Just go to like your animator where they're at.
But they're not here.
Yeah, and then you can bring down the windows on. And there should be.
I guess
Start and end. Yeah, you just mess with all the settings in there,
Okay.
and it'll change it all up. Okay, is everybody ready to move on? All right, so we're gonna add a wiggle to your text now. So if you have a bunch of animators, you could delete those. Let's start back at square one, or you can make a new text. I deleted all my animations off of this one. Everybody got a clear text? Hopefully. Okay. So we're gonna go back to your animation and preset window. Go to behaviors.
Is that in there?
It's the very top. No, it's at the very top. Behaviors. And then go down until you see wiggle. And you can just grab one of those, throw it on your character, and now you should have an effects tab in there. And then there are a lot of settings that you can play around with wiggles. There's a lot of stuff that you can do. But your text will get a little wiggle. This one actually doesn't have, for some reason. So yeah, there are just a bunch of presets that you can do with the wiggles. You can do like how hard it wiggles, how fast it does.
Where do you edit
How what?
Where do you edit this? Like
The wiggles?
the effects thing on the left?
Have you put a wiggle on your text?
Yeah.
Okay, you bring down, it should be effects. You should have something that says effects now.
Yeah, is it like frequency?
I'm not seeing frequency. All I
found the wiggle hiding how you say you could like change the.
Do you see wiggle per second? Wig/sec.
Yes.
You can mess with that, and that's how fast it wiggles. And then the degrees is how far it wiggles, like how high it goes, how low it goes. So you can just mess with those wiggles. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah. And like I said, there are plenty of presets for wiggles too. Bunch of different wiggles. Shear is pretty cool from what I can remember. Oh my gosh. I'm not. All right, is everybody ready to move on? All right, I'm gonna show y'all how to render your work with alpha channels. And the reason you'd want to render your work with alpha channels is so when you need to lay graphics or when you need to lay some effects that you've made in After Effects on top of a video or on top of a like a picture or something, for example, you don't want this big white background on top of it. So you just want for example, you just want 3D characters and the wiggles to be rendered out and to be placed on top of a video. So what you do is you go to Composition, Add to Render Queue. Well, I didn't click it. Your render queue should come up, and then you're going to want to click on the output module where it says lossless. You're going to click on that, or you're going to click on this menu. I'm sorry. Crap. Don't click on that. Don't click on lossless yet. Click on that little drop down. You'll see lossless with alpha. Click on that one. And then you're going to want to click on lossless with alpha, that little yellow. Thank you. And where it says channels, you're going to want to, this one's already changed, but this one you're going to want to click on RGB plus alpha. And then depth is going to stay the same. And from what I can tell, they all, I forgot to put this on your paper, but they all did straight unmatted for color. And then you're going to want to click on format options over here. Okay.
How did you get to the render queue again?
Yeah,
Composition, add to render queue.
There you
No problem. Okay, you're going to want to click on that, by output module, you're going to want to click on that little arrow and change it to lossless with alpha. Let me know when y'all are ready. Okay, for channels, do you have RGB plus alpha?
Mhm.
All right, and go to format options. And for this, you can either choose, for your video codec, you can either choose animation or PNG. But what it is animation is when you want to make a larger file, but with better quality. But PNG is to make a smaller file. But honestly, everyone said it's you have a small loss in the quality. But it says that everyone, from what I can tell, the videos that I watched said that honestly, it's such a insignificant amount of quality loss that normally most people just use PNG. But it just depends on what you're wanting.
So keep it as animation, right?
Animations if you want a really big file, or just not a really big file, but a bigger file, better quality. But everyone else just uses PNG to save the file room because honestly, it's an extremely insignificant amount of quality loss.
Okay.
So normally I just went with that. And then you're going to click OK, OK. And then you're going to want to click your output to, and you're going to want to pick where you want to output that to. I'm not going to do that. I mean, it's pretty, you just click on it and you click where you want it to go to. And then you click render over here and it'll go over there. But we don't have to go that far right now. That's just how you do it with alphas. Those are just the settings you need to use. Okay.
Is that also the same setting that you want us to, is that the setting you want us to use for the file format, the export as PNG?
Yes, and also are you going to talk about
Audio?
the smaller size? Yeah.
Mhm.
Exporting with audio too. Yeah.
Yep.
So when you guys
That's next.
Yeah, when you guys export, this whole animation is going to be huge, but there are some settings you can remember to make a smaller file, but still keep the quality of it. Okay.
From what I can tell, I just found how to export it as an HD small file.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Is it H246?
Mhm. Okay. So I want to start.
Is the audio? Do you have the audio?
Yeah, I'm about to do that right now. Okay. So I'm going back to my composition, and I'm going to start over with my text completely. Start a new text.
Because we all work is audio, so this part you need it a lot. Yeah.
Okay, I want everyone to make 4 different words. So 4 different texts. So basically just like 4 texts. I'm sorry, guys. Completely different layers. So you're going to have to... Okay. And arrange those in order that you want them to show right there. So that's how I'm going to do that. Does everyone have 4? Okay. So now I'm going to show you how to import an audio file into After Effects. You can double click the blank space right here, or you can go to File, Import, File. And then go to My Dropbox. Cantu Andres.
You want the box, right?
Cantu Andres. Software Master. And it is Materials. And then go to this .wav file, and then import that one. Does everyone have that imported? Okay, so click and drag that into your composition. And now just a few tricks. I have it on the tips at the end, but audio will not play when you press spacebar. It will not play. So what you have to do, audio will only play in real time. So if you see that RAM preview over here on your right, when you click on that, that's when it'll load up your audio and it'll play your audio for you with your stuff. Mine's giving me a color wheel right now. But I don't know if y'all can hear it, but they're bubbles. Okay, so that's just a little tip. It will not play unless you do that. Okay, to adjust the audio levels, click on your audio, and as an example, another tip is when you press LL, it opens up your waveforms. Okay. Also, where's my audio? Okay, and also if you're go to Window and make sure that your audio window is open. Another tip for playing your audio is you can command grab your playhead and it'll play your audio for you as you click and drag. This is really good for finding the start of a word, or you can also look at your waveforms where it ticks really high.
Wait, what did you do to that?
You hold command and you click on your playhead and you just drag it, and it'll play as fast as you drag.
Okay.
So if you go slow, it'll play it slow. If you go fast, it'll play really fast. I wanted to do this sound so bad just to hear it like all over the place.
Everyone can turn the sound on and the whole classroom is bubbling.
Bubbly, real bubbly. Okay, so that's one example. And also another way to play your audio is the decimal key on your number pad. The period beside 0. You click on that and it'll just play your audio for you. Okay. Okay, so cool. Okay, so and also up here is how you can adjust your audio levels. Honestly, I'm not too sure. I had to play around with it a lot, but you'll get a lot of different sounds by just dragging the left one down, dragging the right one down. The middle one controls both of them. They do a lot of stuff. So I mean, just you can play around with that. I noticed that I feel like the heavy bubbles were on the right, the light bubbles were on the left. It sounded like to me. But that's how you adjust your audio levels. You can click and drag this up, or you can just do this number right here.
So does this mean when you export everything, all the audio that's being adjusted can follow when you export it out? Yeah. So even if you record a very small sound, but you can make it as big as loud as you want it. Yeah.
Yep.
Does this thing do anything else, like noise canceling or like stretch the sound, anything like that?
Not that I found. I mean, I'm sure it might. Like I said, After Effects is not what you generally want to use for editing audio. It's really basic stuff that you want to use for this.
Did you ask, say, to chop them and take some part apart?
Yes.
Is that what you were saying? Yeah.
Is that audition?
Yeah, not necessarily. I use that. I normally use Premiere for that. Before you have to get your audio fixed before you move in.
Yeah, move it in here. So I want everybody to have their audio level kind of around 6. That way we can see our waveforms over here. Because I want y'all to use your waveforms for your words.
Yeah, but you can copy the 2 layers and then you can use the length of the layer to control which part you want to show, right?
Yeah, this thing right here,
Yes. Yeah.
this will show how much. Okay, so to like sync this up with your text, you're gonna wanna, y'all bear with me. This is the part I was a little confused about, but I think I got it. So you shift click all of your text, and now press P, and it'll open the position for each one of them. Okay, so for a starting position, I want all my text to be off the screen. And now you're going to click on your clock, and it should apply a keyframe for every one of your text layers. And now go over like, I don't know, go over like a few frames. It's about like right there. Just a few frames over. And now bring your text back. And it should have another keyframe. And now, click, oh crap. Click and, why is it not letting me select? There we go. Click and drag all your keyframes. Select all of them. Right click, go to Keyframe Assistant, and go to Easy Ease. You're going to Easy Ease all your keyframes. This just allows them to slide really easy whenever you're sliding the you right click on your keyframes. Right click your keyframes, and then go to Keyframe Assistant and go to Easy Ease. Okay, so now this is where we're gonna like match our text with the different sounds of the bubbles. So you see where you're gonna see, you can find any large tick of the bubble on the waves, and then now move your playhead to the first tick, the big tick of your sound. And now click the first one that you want to enter, which I want Andy to enter first. And now you're going to use the open bracket key beside the letter P on your keyboard, slides it over to where it'll enter at that point of the audio. So for example, when you have, say you have your audio that you're actually speaking, say if I had audio in here that said Andy Man Can Too, like if I just said that, you'll see on the waveforms the beginning of each one of your words. So you bring your playhead to the start of that, and also remember you can command click to hear it. So you go to the very front of that word, and then you use that open bracket and it'll slide it over. Now go to your second one, which is mine is man, go to the next large tick, and then use that open bracket again to slide that over. Go to the next tick, click on your third one, slide that over. And then go to the last tick of the bubbles. Go to your last one and then slide that over. And now if you play it all together in real time,
Everybody together?
they come in at it's not like you can't hear it really loud over here, but your words will come in. Sorry, I just hit spacebar like I told y'all not to do. You click your RAM preview, and at every big tick, your words will come in. Or for example, if I was actually saying Andy Man Can Too, they would come in every time I actually said Andy Man Can Too.
This will work better if it comes from the bottom onto the top. It's like really following.
So yeah, there's that, guys. Does everyone understand? Anybody got any questions about that?
I will explain a little bit more about Easy Ease after Andrew, so you guys will know what that is really about.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you all how to mix your audio. So you're going to want to go to your effects and presets. Go to audio, and then grab your stereo mixer and apply that to your audio. And now you should have a little stereo mixer effect in your audio. And you can't really do it extremely well with the audio I have, but I can. Basically what this does is allow you to, if you needed to create a fade for some reason or anything like that, fade your audio, you would add a keyframe on your left and right levels, and then you add and then you move it over to where you want to. For example, I'll just do it right here. And then you move it over. Well, I guess I need to. 1 second. Let me find a good audio spot. It's not really a good audio spot. For right there, maybe. I'm just going to create a fade right there. It doesn't really matter. Create a keyframe, and you're going to move it over a bit. And then you're going to bring your levels. Oh, not down. Yeah, all the way down. And then you'll have an audio fade. And then you could do that vice versa to make your audio come in slowly. Okay. That, like I said, After Effects isn't the best for working with your audio, so this is like a really general way to mix your audio. Really, there's not much you can do with it, but okay. Last thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to render and export a small file with good quality settings. For example, this one has audio in it, so this is a good one to render. So you're going to go to Composition, add the render queue, I got 2 of them. I think that's my last one.
Yeah, you can just delete one.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna want to go to your output module again, and you're gonna want to go to H2.264. Okay. Once you got that, you're gonna want to click on that again, that little yellow H2.264. Everybody here? And then you're going to want to go to, make sure you check your audio output box down here. Your audio will not sync if you do not check that. All right. And then you're going to want to go to your format options. And for video, from what I can tell, this max bitrate, your target bitrate, from what I saw, they had this on 6. And they had this, your maximum bitrate, on 9. This was also at high.
How did you get to the bitrate area?
The what?
How did you get to the bitrate area?
Format options.
Okay.
Remember, guys, write this down so that you don't forget.
I also have it all on their paper.
Yeah,
Oh,
we turned it
cool,
out.
cool.
Yeah.
But I did not include the target bitrate. I'm sorry, you guys. So some of this stuff you might want to jot down real quick. Well, dang, and I didn't put profile and level. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, so for profile, there's only 3, but it's kind of common sense, you know. Keep it on high when you want a good quality setting. And for your level, it's normally already there, but you want that to the highest point it can be as well. So the one that I didn't put on your paper is target bitrate. You want that to be at 6. And you want your maximum to be at 9. And VBR should already be clicked as well. And then you go to audio. This should be stay at AAC, and they will usually have that. This should, of course, be at high. And for the bitrate settings right here, you want that to be at 192.
What?
The bitrate settings right here,
Okay, audio. Got it.
under the audio tab, you want that to be at 192. And that's all normal. That'll be the same. And then you, okay. And then you choose your render location just like I did before. Well, you don't really have to because I'm not rendering all the way out. But you choose your render location, and then you press render. And then it'll render out your audio in HD as a small file. And that's it. And I have, of course, just the tips down there. But I told you all those throughout. But I have, C to cycle through your different cameras. Your open bracket will slide your selected layer down your timeline to where your playhead is. LL opens your waveforms for the audio files. Use a decimal key to play only your audio. And you command click and drag to play the audio. That's it.